I spent this weekend leading a leadership retreat, and it was really interesting, some of the topics that came up. This is specifically for physical therapists. And one of the things that came up is the stress and pressure of first same day add-ins on your schedule. And I super identified with it because I'm one of those people who absolutely could not take it if my patients were added same day. So much so that when I started my own practice, I made there a rule that you had to schedule at least 24 hours in advance. And it's funny because now looking back on things, I know that I just had too high of standards, too much going on in my head. I wanted to do anything and everything the first day. And to do that without having a whole day of prep and anxiety about it sent me down a rabbit hole. So anyway, this is a pep talk if you're like me. And you dread getting a same day add-on. So all you have to do is 3 things. The first thing you need to do, get your patient to like you. The second thing you need to do, get your patient to trust you. And the third thing you need to do is come up with something for them on that day that makes them better than if they hadn't seen you in the first place. So let's go back to the beginning and kind of unpack it. So the first thing is make them like you. This is not hard. The easiest way to do this is truly to listen. Give them time, give them space. I guarantee if they're coming in same day for an appointment, they're probably hurting, they're probably frustrated. Whenever somebody has an injury, it kind of exacerbates whatever mental health they had. So if they're typically like a depressed person, they're sadder. If they're typically anxious, they're more anxious. Or if they're kind of an irritable person, they might be mad. So just like give them some room to vent, take their time, do what they need to do, be there for them, actively listen. One of the coolest ways that you can actively listen is to come back with a question in response to what they're saying. Otherwise, validate the things they're saying. Let them know you've heard them, repeat them back to them. You do not have to spend your whole time doing tests and measures. You have time to sit and listen. And listening isn't super stressful because they're in charge. You're just the follower in that time. The second thing that you need to do is try to get them to trust you. And I would say there's 3 ways to do that. One of the ways with credibility. You have your degree, you have your knowledge, it might be a specific skill set, niche. No matter what, you know something they don't because they've come to you because they don't know all the answers. Another way that you can get their trust is with emotion. You can kind of lean in, you can help them kind of feel good and cared for when they're in your arms. And the third way is through logical things. Tell them the anatomy you know, explain things so that they can understand it the way you see it. You were doing this when it hurt, it doesn't hurt during any other thing, therefore it's probably something to do with this specific motion. Something like that. And then the third thing is give them something, anything that fits, that feels good to you, that they couldn't get if they hadn't come seen you. Sometimes this is a treatment in session. It's taping, it's dry needling, it's hands-on stretching. Hands-on can be really helpful for gaining that trust. Sometimes it's something for them to pay attention to at home to give you more information. I always say that the patients who are the hardest are the ones that are hurting all the time or the ones that are hurting none of the time. It's hard to find it. So in those patients, you might say, okay, I want you to try these 5 things and report back to me. They don't even have to wait to their next appointment. They can email it. But give them something to try, something to work on, or do a treatment to them so that at the end of that first day, on that day, it is worth their time that they came to see you. So there's my little pep talk for you can do it. All you have to do is make them like you, make them trust you, and give them one thing that they wouldn't have gotten otherwise. You can do it.